Hi guys, TKF here. This is like more Wi-Fi battles. This is like a week's worth of Wi-Fi battles uploaded just today. I know, like, I'm probably pissing a few of you off with all of the subscription things gonna keep popping up. I'm really sorry. It wouldn't be happening again. It's just I'm going through a crazy stage right now where I keep having some really good Wi-Fi battles. I've had some really great opponents as well. So yeah, I just wanted to take a few moments from the start of this video just to thank everybody that I've had a Wi-Fi battle with. Everybody's been great fun. Yeah, I've just really enjoyed battling everyone. So here's the next Wi-Fi battle then versus SpeedOfPig. And yeah, this was a really interesting battle. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So he leads off with X-Men, which is his Metagross, and I lead out with Apom. He switches out to Scizor, and I go for the Fake Out. Excuse me. So I go for the Aerial Ace, and that's going to do quite a lot of damage. And he goes for the sub, and I know he's going to SD. So I go for another Aerial Ace. And I know he's going to go for the Bullet Punch after this SD as well. But I'm pretty sure I can take it. So I go for another Aerial Ace. But I don't, I die. So I go into Gastrodon, and I know that he can take pretty much anything the Scizor's got. So that's pretty good. So I go for the Ice Beam. I know it won't do much, but I know it'll kill. So that's good enough for me. So I get my lefties back and he switches out into Pitch Black, and this thing really did give me a bit of trouble. It goes for the Shadow Sneak, and I go for the Surf to see what I could do to it, and it's actually really bulky, so I was pretty worried. So he gets into a sub, and I'm thinking, okay, it's either going to Calm Mind or it's going to be a Curse set with Pain Split. So I wasn't too sure yet. So sure enough, it uses Curse, and I was pretty worried about it now. So I try and surf the sub away, and I get the sub away, which is awesome. But yeah, as you can see, the health difference, Pain Split is going to do a hell of a lot. And sure enough, he does go for the Pain Split, and it does take me down quite a bit. So I go for another one. I wish, like, at the time, I didn't have any people with low HP. If I did, I would have swapped him out and got the reverse Pain Split, which would have worked in my favour. But I didn't, so that sucked. So take away sub with another Surf, and he's going to get his lefties back, and I'm going to get mine back. The Gastrodon's hanging on pretty well, but it can't take two of the curses, so Gastrodon does suffer to that. So I bring in my Suicune. He Shadow Sneaks my Suicune, which isn't going to do much. I Surf it, and that is going to finish off Pitch Black. So I get my lefties back. Suicune's probably one of the best walls I've ever had. So I don't know what he's doing now. I have no idea, but he goes straight into a Sky Attack, and I'm, pretty worried. And he could not believe that my Suicune took that. So I actually managed to ice him up, which is pretty cool. But he throws out on the first turn and misses a Stone Edge, which is pretty cool. So I decided to get the Calm Mind up. He goes for another Stone Edge and misses again. So I'm sorry about that, dude. That's pretty unfortunate. So I use an Ice Beam, and that does kill off his Aerodactyl. So now he goes into a Snorlax, and this thing was a bitch. So I set up my sub to see what he does, and he Giga Impacts my sub away, which I'm not too worried about. I just want to see what he's carrying. So I Surf it, and it's going to do quite a bit of damage. Not as much as I'd like, obviously. So I go for a sub to see what else he does, and he Outrages. I'm sorry, dude, but you said you're playing Diamond. You don't get Outrage on a Diamond Snorlax. So I'm giving you the benefit of doubt, saying that you traded it from Platinum. But okay, that's fine. Anyway, that aside, he gets Confusion Hex due to fatigue, and he switches that into X-Men, and I go for the Surf, and I know it's going to do a lot after a few Calm Minds, and it nearly kills, so he goes to the Hammer Arm and misses, and I finish it off with another Surf. So that was pretty lucky for me that he missed. So he swaps out again now into his Tiny. I predict the Outrage or something, but he goes for the EQ, and I didn't really care much that it done it, because it didn't even take away my sub. So I Calm Mind again, and it Whirlwinds me out. So I'm pretty pissed at the moment. So I decided to bring out my G-Dose, and I go for the sub because I don't know what he's going to do. And he goes for the Giga Impact. And now I know that he can't move, so it gives me a perfect chance to DD, which I do. And so I'm really just awaiting his next move, because I know he's got a recharge. So I go for the Waterfall to get as much damage as I can before he Whirlwinds me away. And sure enough, he does. So I bring out my Electivire now, and I put the barrier because I'm worried about the Earthquake, but he goes for the Giga Impact, really strangely, and it does like hardly anything. So I go for the EQ, and that's going to do a fair amount, considering this has got no EVs in attack or special attack. So the Giga Impact's still not going to touch me after the barrier, and I finish up with an Ice Punch. So now he sends out his Aggron, and I goes for Head Smash and misses. I go for the EQ, which is super effective, and it's going to do a lot of damage. So it gives the head smash, and it's going to do a whopping amount. And I give the ice punch for a funny finish, but it doesn't kill. He head smashes, misses, and I ice punch, and it kills. So that's a good game, dude. Enjoyed that battle. As usual, I will put the link to SpeedOfPig's channel in the description. Please make sure you guys go and check him out, and sub to me if you want to see more Wi-Fi battles. Cheers, guys. TKF.